Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, this is the first episode of a series on legendary beasts and the myths surrounding them. Now tonight I'll be showing you how you can make your own mythological beast and how those myths are created and how they have any validity to them and stand the test of time. So without much further ado, let's crack on. In this episode we're concentrating on the monster of Falmouth Bay, the Morgor. And yeah, it's quite an interesting one, this one. Myths and stories around legendary creatures and animals and beasts are formed by a number of different accounts of people seeing those things at any one time over a space of, it can be 100 years, 10 years or even over a couple of months. Without, more than one or two different accounts, these stories are just stories, like special to one person. No one's going to believe them, they mean nothing. So the more the merrier, basically. If you've got 10 people saying they've seen a monster of Falmouth Bay, I reckon there are going to be quite a few people who are going to believe it. You know what I mean? So, and a chance to create your own creature yourself. How good is that going to be? Wicked. Yes, let's crack on. Here we have a map of Cornwall. And here we have a load of useless objects. Well, broken, they used to be useful. Milk carton, toilet bowl, blunt razor, broken coat hangers, empty soapbox. All those bits of rubbish don't really mean anything by themselves, but let me tell you the story of the Falmouth monster.
Morgor.
Right, here's the story of the Morgor, the Falmouth Bay. First sighting. Right, in 1975, Mrs. Toilet Roll said she saw what looked like a monster off Pendennis Point with a dog. But she was always talking rubbish anyway, and so no one thought to believe her. So, then, shortly after, the same year, second sighting, Mr. Milk Carton, the fisherman, said he saw what looked like a monster swimming out Falmouth Bay, around here, number 2. But fishermen always came back with old wives' tales and rubbish stories, so they just thought it was another load of rubbish. In 1976, a year later, after the other two were thought to be seen, Mrs. Soapbox thought what she saw looked like a monster swimming off Durgan Beach. Number 3 there. So, but it's one person's count, just still a bit rubbish. So later that month, Mr. Razor said what he thought looked like a sea monster swimming off Rosemary Point on Helfrey Patches. 4th sighting. Now that's 4 accounts of seeing this monster roughly in the same area of Cornwall. Now, people started talking. Be careful with the glue gun, kids, it's pretty hot. Doesn't look like much, still looks like a bit of rubbish, but it's looking a bit more interesting, isn't it? 4 people, 4 accounts. Then, on Good Friday in 1976, Master Coat Hanger was walking his dog from Toll Point, and he took a photograph of the so-called, up to that point, legendary Falmouth Beast, and that was kind of confirming that the beast actually existed. So, Master Coat Hanger had a part to play. Right, so this is our Master Coat Hanger down this version. That is beginning to look really interesting now. So, combination of, firstly, Mr. Toilet Roll on at Pendennis Point in 1975, shortly after, Milk Carton, the fisherman, out of Falmouth Bay. Thirdly, 1976, Mrs. Soapbox at Durgan Beach. Later that month, Mr. Razor at Rosemary Cove. And lastly, Master Coat Hanger. All came together, all their stories united, and you got the beast that is Morgor of Falmouth Bay. And here's one I made earlier.